Hey John, what's going on, man? Welcome back.
What is going on, Eric?
Today is the day, the finale, finally. Yep, Todd Hendricks versus Bill Kolodziej. Todd Hendricks is on the winner side. He did not lose to anybody. He's undefeated. We kept saying that he had not lost even a single match, but actually he did. He lost to Doug Skogman. He lost one.
Yeah.
He ended up winning in three, but regardless, he is undefeated. He's on the winner side. Bill Kolodziej, he was defeated by Todd Hendricks. They
Yeah.
met at the hot seat match. Bill Kolodziej dropped down. He defeated Jake Christopherson. Who else?
Dwayne?
Dwayne Dragoo.
No.
Dwayne Dragoo. Dwayne beat Tim, so
Yeah.
he beat Dwayne, and now he's facing Todd Hendricks again.
Yeah. So he's back up.
He's back up.
And so here's the interesting dynamic that we have. We have Todd, who's on the top bracket, who has not lost, but still is allowed to lose.
Right, because it's a double elimination.
It's a double elimination.
He needs to lose twice.
And the way that the V squared finale is set up is when that guy comes back up, he technically has to win twice if he has any chance. I mean, that's pretty insurmountable odds there.
Right, and so he has to come up and face Todd, and they're going to do the same format, best 2 out of 3. If Bill was to win, then they would have to go immediately. So now they're both at 1 loss.
Yeah.
And then they would go to a 5-shot shoot-off, no siders.
No siders. Yeah. And so we're still at 3x10. So it's 10 shot matches, 10, best of those 3, potentially could win it or move to the shoot off.
Right. And so if Bill wins best 2 out of 3, then they go to a 5-shot shoot off, no siders. And then the winner of that shoot off is the winner.
And that's it.
That's it. It's over. All right. Let's see what happens. Todd Hendricks is on the right. Bill Kolodziej is on the left.
And I got to say, starting out, I think it would be really tough to pick a winner at this point. I shoot with Todd a lot, so I just know how consistent he is, and I know how consistently he shot in this match. But I've also seen just the havoc that Bill has just the swath of destruction he's left behind him.
Yeah.
So, I think we all stood behind this match just really, really, I don't know, man. It was tense because it was really anybody's game. I don't think there was a favorite going into this.
So obviously Todd Hendricks, he's one of my teammates, solid shooter. But Bill, like you said, he's been just dominating on the 1 loss side. He didn't look so good against Todd. He lost in 2, but that doesn't mean he didn't shoot well. It's just the remember the timing. He didn't take a 5 on the deciders, and he ended up shooting a 4. Had he took that 5, he would have won. It's not that he shot bad. It's just the circumstances were not there for him to win. But so he goes to the 1 loss side, and he's just been dominating down there. Now he's back up. Todd has not been shooting in these conditions.
Yeah,
Bill's
been shooting 4 hours. I think it's been 4 hours since Todd shot.
And Bill's been shooting. Bill could possibly have a better handle on the conditions. But anyway, let's get it started. See what happens.
All right.
So Todd is the higher seed, so he shoots first.
Yeah.
And
Siders a 4.
just like we were saying, he shot a pretty wide 4. So, this is strange to me because the flags don't show like there's much. And of course, these flags are limited, right? We're only seeing a small portion of the entire field.
Sure. It's 2 of 16 flags that are out.
Right. And Bill, man, dead on. So this is kind of what we're saying, right? Bill has a better handle on the conditions because he's been shooting all day. Todd started with a pretty wide 4, which indicates that he's not quite settled yet, but he's gonna have to adjust.
2:00 in the afternoon at this point.
Yeah, but Todd's gonna have to adjust pretty quick because Bill, to start off with a V, that's pretty dangerous.
Yeah. And I think the hard thing when you're in Todd's position, when Bill shoots that V, all Bill needs to do is knock a 5, and he's taking both siders.
Right, and now he's 20% of the way there.
Yeah, it's 20% of the way. It's such a mental game at this point.
Oh.
Siders a 4.
So he's on the other side now.
Man.
So Todd is not taking any sliders. You see how he
Nope.
touched that windage knob? That three
Yeah.
did not go where he expected it to go. So
Yeah.
it looks like his wind zero was slightly off. As far as he's concerned. So he clicked it over. Let's see where Bill ends up. Ooh, well, he caught it.
Yeah.
So, like you were saying, now Bill's
20% of the
on.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like the only thing that Todd has going for him at this point is, and I know what kind of competitor Todd is, but at this point, Todd is probably saying, look, I have a chance to actually catch a V here.
Right.
I mean, that's the only thing Todd's got to his advantage at this point is that he could technically catch a V here.
And start off fresh.
And start off fresh.
But look at the flags. Ooh.
Oh my gosh, he's just ping-ponging back and forth there.
That's got to be concerning.
Yeah.
He's got to be worried about this.
Again?
I don't know. He's got to be worried about it. I mean, I know I would be. Look at the flags. They're pointing different directions. I'm sure at this point they're reading Mirage only. We can't really see the Mirage, but look at Bill. He's up there as well with Todd. So there's obviously a condition that's pushing those shots up because for them both to go up there, that just indicates something's going on. I mean, we have to remember these guns are shooting lights out.
Yeah.
Look at them. 3 shots in a row. Up there.
5, 2, 1.
Because Todd's getting frustrated because he can't hit a beat.
Yeah. And that's not like Todd.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That must be frustrating for him because he likes to shoot Vs. We know that. And speaking of Vs,
Thank you.
Bill's on.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's got to be putting a lot of pressure on Todd.
And I mean, look at Bill. I mean, Bill's just like, yep, I'm here to he is rock solid if you look at his position.
Yeah, he's looking a lot more calm this go around.
Yeah.
Look at Todd. He's tracking high.
Okay.
There he goes.
There he goes. Yeah.
Didn't seem like he clicked enough. He may have just put 1 click.
1 click, yeah.
He needed at least 2, but obviously we can't tell from here. Either way, Bill's just trucking.
And let's keep in mind, Todd's shooting basically a 284, straight 284. Bill's shooting 7 SOM.
Right. Way faster than Todd's, but I don't think there's enough wind here to really look at Todd. He's just getting frustrated. He
just can't find it.
Yeah. And Bill it seems like Bill, when he misses it, he still clips it, and Todd just can't seem to find the center.
And that's not a position let's be honest, it's not a position Todd's used to being in.
Right. But then again, Bill is super tough, man. Look, see that? See what I mean? Todd just seems to be about 2 clicks off.
Yeah, and that's all it's going to take in these matches with 10 rounds and your opponent just drill. I mean, Bill is.
Look at him! Look at him! See that? See that? I
Yeah.
said he was about 2 clicks off, and he reached up there for his scope, which is. And now Bill's right there with him.
Thank you.
But of course, Bill's ahead by 4 Vs, and Todd's.
And he's already 2 shots ahead of him.
Well, see, Todd would have to hit a V from now on all the way out, the next 5 shots to stand a chance at beating Bill.
Yeah.
So he's already pretty far behind, even though he's shooting clean.
Yeah.
5, 6 on.
So I mean, at this point, your only hope is that Bill throws a 4.
Look at this. That's
5, 6 on.
What is that? 4 shots. Both shooters. They're both hanging out there.
Yeah.
And I mean, Todd, he could not have gotten any closer to that V ring without hitting it, but he did.
V.
And Bill is in there.
Thank you.
But mentally, Todd's got to be sitting there going, "Okay, I literally can't catch him on Vs. My only hope is that Bill throws a 4, and Bill's not even close to throwing a 4 right now."
No. So now Todd finally finds a V ring.
On. Okay.
Wow, 7 shots in. It took him 9 shots to find that V ring. That cannot feel good if I'm Todd.
No, and at this point, Todd's got to be thinking, "Okay, I'm just trying to learn for the next one."
V.
Yeah. And Bill is centered up, man. He ain't going anywhere.
I mean, there's not enough wind to cause Bill a problem at this point. I mean, Todd's really just got to be in it for the learning at this point to see if he can kind of.
Exactly. And Todd just needs to shoot his last 2 shots and try to really get that V ring drilled, so that he can on the next go around he can have a better grasp on. Ooh. Wow. That he almost lost it on that one. And like I said, all the pressure's off on Todd now. He's got 2 more shots. He needs to really test those conditions to really get a hold of what's going on. If I were him right now, I see like right there he's low. I'd probably click the scope. What's he doing?
But that's not like Todd's gun. I mean, think about how far Todd's gun went from top of 5 to bottom of 5.
This right here, I don't agree with. Todd conceded that last shot. You know what I mean? He should have kept shooting his other shot and really get that condition drilled in. You know, it seems to me like Todd's paying too much attention to Bill's score rather than his own game. Follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He should have just shot that other shot. I mean, it's a free sider. You know. All right, so this is the second one.
It's been like about 15, 20 minutes at this point.
Good luck. Yeah.
So Bill won the last match, so he's going to shoot first now.
I'll have the other screen up here shortly. I was over there interviewing the FTR guys, so that camera wasn't running. But either way, Bill shoots first because he won. And
Thank you.
There it is. Oh, he missed the 5 ring slightly.
Yeah.
So the conditions are obviously different. We'll see here shortly. Let's see how Todd's doing on his first sider. There he is. Yeah, see those flags I'm thinking at this point they're relying strictly on Mirage. Those flags are just not a very reliable source.
Yeah.
Better one's 5. Okay.
All right, so it looks like, come on. So looks like he clipped the a 5 at about 11 o'clock.
Yeah, and we had a little auto rotate. There we go.
There it is, and Bill's back in. Second sider.
Thank you.
So Todd started with a 5.
Let's see. I mean, it would be a big boost to Todd if he could push a V here.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to. Ah, that's a good shot.
There you go. So at least Todd's kind of back in the driver's seat now. He's got to be feeling a little better. He's 2 shots in. Bill's 1 shot in. So
I'll just take the V.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
1 on.
So that's some respect right there. That is Todd respecting Bill.
Not only is he respecting Bill, he's very secure of his abilities to keep it in the 5 ring. He knows he can keep it in the 5 ring.
Yeah.
And he knows, like the last match, it came down to the V count. So he's thinking, you know what? I'm gonna have to. If I'm gonna beat him, it's gonna be on the V count. So.
And look at that V. And to your point, Bill just clipped that V again.
Oh, so did Todd.
So did Todd.
Man, they're just stacking shots on top of it. How amazing is this? 1,000 yards away, 2 different shooters, 2 different cartridges, different speeds, different everything.
Little
just putting
3-inch circle.
They're putting shots on top of each other.
5, 3 on. Thank you.
Bill just left the door open for Todd to get ahead on the V count.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was a condition or if, what happened. And I wonder if Todd's going to follow it up or mirror it. Or, what is he going to do? Oh, see, he mirrored it.
Yeah.
I wonder if he held down because of Bill's Bill's shot.
I bet you.
He probably did. This is the problem with, or I don't want to call it a problem, but this is the thing about pair firing, right? You're especially now. You are shooting against the toughest competition.
4 on.
Pretty much, these guys are as well matched as possible.
Yeah.
And you have to put some weight on their shots, right? You have to trust that their shots are accurate. So you're gonna be inclined to react to whatever they did.
Yeah. Well, and again, that's Todd, respecting Bill's ability and how the gun's been shooting. So
look at this. They're
4
4 shots in. They've only lost 1 V, and that's the one that they both mirrored each other.
Yeah.
Oh man, I bet you Todd's happy right now that he didn't take that 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's a chance again for him to get ahead.
Yeah.
And he needs to, because Bill. I mean, he's tough, man. He's tough. And Todd, Todd's behind. He's got one loss. He needs to win this one to stay in. Oh,
No.
look at that.
Five on. Okay.
Now, if they keep this up, they could end up in a sudden death on this match alone.
Yeah. I mean, they just mirroring each other all over that target.
Yeah.
V6. Thank you.
Oh, come on. They see it, but we can't see it.
Yeah. It's coming.
There. Oh my God, he
barely
clipped it. Barely clipped it.
I mean, that's the last 2 or 3 shots that are a little bit low.
Look at this. Look at the look.
Okay.
Bill clips it. Todd misses it.
Okay, now pause for a second.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if you saw that, but if you backed up just a second, I've never really seen Todd do this, but did you see Todd kind of bang his bag? Like, right there, I've never seen Todd really show that much emotion on a shot. And it's really telling about where his shots are landing compared to where he's expecting them to land.
All right, so there, Bill clipped the V at the bottom. That goes. He sees that he misses a 5.
5-6 on. Okay.
Did you see that? He kind of...
Yeah, he's frustrated. I mean, how can you be right next to him, but you're the one with a 5 and he's the one with a V? I mean, we're talking about less than an inch at 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
7. Thank you.
Especially when he knows, he's falling behind in the V count already.
Yeah.
And Bill just doesn't seem to miss. Let's Todd again. See where he puts it. See, this is what I mean. How is this not frustrating?
Okay.
Their shots are right next to each other, but Bill clips a V, Todd hits a 5. That has to be frustrating, especially when the clock's running down, right?
V8.
Now, how much do you account, like those little clips that Bill's getting? How much of that's the SOM over the 284?
It's not.
It's just call, strictly call.
I just don't think it is. I mean, obviously, I don't know how much wind there is out there. It may be. It may very well be. But you know what I mean? I mean, right there. I mean, if I think when you drive a SOM versus when you drive a 284, you just have to make a stronger call. Yeah. But I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know.
But I mean, we're literally dealing with this.
Yeah, we're dealing with half an inch or an inch. Like there goes Bill again.
Thank you.
I mean,
Bill's just slamming the door on this one.
Yeah, and Todd can see it, right?
I mean, Todd can't catch him unless Bill drops. I mean, Bill literally has to drop a 4 on his last shot.
Yeah, but that's okay. Todd just needs to keep on trucking. Look at this.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
9 on.
See, this is I don't like. See, Todd, he's just way too worried about the score. He's keeping score right now rather than looking at conditions. It's another look.
How many V's do I have?
You see this? You see that he has one more
3,
shot to go.
4
and he's
V's.
worried about the score. There's 2 shots he has given up to Bill. Free shots that he has just given up.
And it's easy to second guess what Todd's thinking, but at this point, Todd has to know we're going into an instant sudden death. So to your point, if you take the frustration level out, Todd really has 90 seconds to take 2 shots, kind of feel out a couple more shots before they roll right into that sudden death. But
Right.
at this point, he's carrying a little bit of that frustration, and he's carrying not knowing where that last 5 came from.
Exactly. He's already given up another shot. He gave up a shot on the last one. He's giving up another shot now that, okay, you lost, fine. Take that free shot. Try to look at conditions. Try to see what you've been missing and see if you can nail a V, right? I mean, even if he hits a 4 here, it doesn't matter. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could tell he's frustrated and he's worried about Bill's score way too much. He keeps counting in between shots, keeping score where the score shouldn't matter until it's over. You follow?
Yeah.
But yeah,
and Todd's not an easy guy to shake. I mean,
No.
Look, you and I have shot with Todd for years.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this guy is. I mean, he got what is second or third at nationals and second or third at Southwest Nationals. I mean, he's had an incredible year. He's been shooting outstanding, and like I said, he's on our team. He shoots with Team Lapua Brooks on our 4-man team, and I mean, Todd is one of the just rock solid shooters, which is a little. To be honest with you, I'm a little surprised to see him doing this. He just, and we have to admit, this is a different format. So, he's probably not thinking what we're thinking. Obviously, we're sitting here commentating, and he's over there shooting, which, kind of tells you who's the better shooter here, right?
But I will tell you, like, I'm standing back there right behind Todd at this point, and I can tell you just the emotion at that point was like, I mean, just disbelief. Like to watch Bill just.
Yeah. Obviously, he concedes, and there you are back there.
Here we go. I mean, we're gonna roll right into it, and I mean, I think everybody's just a little bit stunned at this point. Even Todd's shaking his head.
Yeah. So now.
This is literally minutes. I mean, it's only been minutes from a coin flip. Yeah,
they went right into it. This is the 5-shot shoot off.
Yeah. Now let's stop for a second. So I believe there was a coin flip. Todd won the coin flip, and he deferred to Bill.
Right. He won the coin flip. He made Bill shoot first. Obviously, it's an advantage, right? Because making Bill shoot first gives him the ability to shoot or to see if the conditions has changed or at least put Bill under pressure, because this is no sliders.
No sliders. Yeah.
If Bill shoots obviously they're both trying to hit the V, right? And if Bill shoots a 5, let's say a 5 to the right, then Todd is going to have a pretty good idea where he needs to aim.
Yeah.
Because at this point, their guns are pretty well mirrored. I mean, you saw that they were almost stacking shots on top of each other. And yes. Huge.
So, just out of curiosity,
to have
from somebody, you've obviously got a lot more experience than I do in some of these situations. But when you're in a situation, no matter what, and your partner next to you, let's say you're just even at a regular match, and you see a well-known shooter next to you drill like a V or an X versus a 5, when they hit that center, it actually tells you nothing.
Right.
It's no information.
Typically tells you nothing in a regular competition, but on this one, because they just shot 20 shots, right?
Yeah.
And they were pretty well mirrored, right? So they were both shooting in the same conditions, right? One after the other. So for example, let's just say Bill held whatever. Let's just say, obviously Todd doesn't know where Bill's holding, right? So Bill holds whatever he holds and hits a
2
V.
left. Let's say 2
Well,
left.
Whatever. We don't know. So let's not put a value on it. He holds some value and hits a V, right?
Yeah.
And then Todd goes, and Todd holds left 2 and hits a V. And he goes, okay, when Bill hits a V, I need to hold left 2. You see what I'm saying? You kind of marry your gun to his. You don't know what he's holding, but you don't worry about it.
But you know what the referential point is for you.
Exactly. So then if Bill goes again, and let's say he hits a 5 on the right side, right? Yeah. And then you go, oh, when he hit a V, I held left 2. He hit a 5 downwind. That means I need to hold more than left 2. You follow what I'm saying? So you don't, even if you don't know what he's holding, because you guys are shooting one after the other, at some point you can use his data to your advantage. This is where I say that in pair fire, a 4 affects both shooters, because a 4 could mean the wind picked up, or the shooter thought the wind died down and he moved in, and that right, and he clipped the 4. Well, now the next shooter, if you're using that process that I was describing earlier, you go, oh, that means I got to move the other way. Well, now you could blow a 4 on the other side because you're thinking he held where he was supposed to hold, right? And all of a sudden, boom, it goes away, and you have to reevaluate. So you can use that system when everything's going well, but when things when the wheels fall off for one shooter, it could potentially fall off for both because they're trying to mirror each other, right? So it works, but you have to be very cautious as to when to use it and who to use it with, because you have to absolutely trust the shooter that's next to you to be a very good shooter, hard holder, and then you can go with that. They always say that the best thing in high power, anyway, the best thing that you can have as a wind aid is a hard holding junior to your right, because they always miss the wind, right? They're good. Hard holding means they can shoot and they hold really well, but because they don't know how to read the wind, they fall behind the wind, and then you can almost just read. You can chase their spotter per se.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, it's hard to chase your opponent's spotter. Obviously, it's really hard, but sometimes it pays off. All right, 5 shots each. Bill goes first. Let's go.
And this is it. This is for all the marbles.
This is for all the marbles, because now they both have 1 loss.
You ready?
All right, here we go. Bill Soap, man, both of these guys so legit, man. We could not have picked. Well, we didn't pick them, but if we had to pick, we could not have picked 2 better guys to face off in the finale.
Yeah. The Bill's really taking his time there.
Look at this. Look at this.
Thank you.
Todd tried to put the pressure on Bill by making him go first. How much pressure does this put on Todd?
Man, especially when Todd was, let's be honest, not nailing the V's every time.
Right. Oh my God, he needs to get at least close. Oh wow.
Oh.
Wow. Wow. Look at Todd. Look at Todd.
Yeah.
He's just lucky he caught that 5. Wow. See, he needs to get back in the game. Look at Bill. Look at Bill. Just cranking that pressure up, man.
And
look how calm. Look how calm Bill looks.
Yeah, zero emotion.
Yeah. Poker player. I hate to play poker with Bill right now.
And he's watching. He's watching.
He's look at Todd. He's still down there.
5 to 1.
He's getting frustrated. He's clicking that scope. Bill's just okay. 1 more. 1 more.
I mean, 1 more V, and all Bill has to do is keep it in the ring.
Look at this.
Oh man! Like, I mean, we were there, and this is still just crazy to watch.
Look at Todd. Todd's just, he has to be feeling the pressure right now. Bill's already over 50% V count, and Todd hasn't even. That means Todd needs to shoot V's the rest of the way, and Todd needs to miss them all, or however.
Bill has to shoot a 4. And Bill doesn't even have to.
So Todd found the V ring. Good. So Bill.
But it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. It absolutely matters. How does it not? Listen, it always matters. It always matters. Because Bill could shoot 5s the rest of the way, and Todd could shoot V's, and then they tie, right? Yes?
So Todd's at 15. Todd's only got 2 shots left.
No.
Well, there's only 5 shots.
Oh my God, I forgot. Well,
5
it's
shots.
okay. Well, that's my point. 2 shots left. He could get 3 V's, right? And Bill could shoot 2 5s from now on, and they could tie.
Well, okay.
So it absolutely matters. I mean, this is a had Todd missed this V right now, then I'd agree with you. But right now, it's a great thing. But Bill has been just drilling the V ring. Oh my God! Look at that. Look!
He closed the door.
This right now. No, he didn't. He absolutely did not close the door. He
closed the door on V's. He closed the door on V's.
He hasn't closed the door on anything. There's still 1 shot left for Bill. And look at Todd. Todd's thinking when you're thinking. You are never out until you're out. Look at Todd. This is what I was talking about earlier, how he's not playing his game. He's keeping track of Bill's game. Never do that. Look at this. Look at this. Bill can still shoot a 4. Todd needs to get back in the game, get back in his head, and just keep shooting.
Yeah. No.
Anyway, I'm getting excited here.
He closed the door.
He hasn't closed anything.
On the V count. On the V count.
It's not over. It does. V's don't matter if he hits a 4.
That's my point.
Well,
that's my point.
What is your point?
My point is that mentally Todd is thinking the V's don't matter. Bill's not even close to clipping a 4. That's why he's standing up. But he does a single 4
what
is
he's
the only
doing
thing
right now. What he's doing right now is taking all the pressure off of Bill.
Yeah.
He can shoot a 4.
See, everybody's telling him.
Everybody's telling him he can shoot a 4.
He tried to concede, and then everybody told him he can still shoot a 4. And
Bill's
Todd goes, duh.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm talking about. Todd is not. He's just not playing his game, man. He's worried too much about Bill's game.
But now all Bill has to do is shoot a 5. I mean,
well, exactly, and I think that just Bill. You have to admit, Bill's pressure had to be building. It has to be. I mean, this guy's 4 Vs in a row, and they're up a little high. But he's probably thinking. You know what he's thinking? Oh my God! All I need is a 5 about now. He's not even thinking Vs anymore, right?
Right.
And Todd's over there going, okay, I concede. And then, everybody going, well, I don't think he conceded. He almost did. And everybody's going, I think he said, I don't think I can win. And everybody's like,
he never said
shoot
concede.
a 4. Right. Otherwise, we would have held him to it. But he said, I don't think I can win. And everybody's like, he can still shoot a 4.
But now you and I both know that once you stop shooting to win and you start shooting to not lose, bad things can happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
And like I said,
so
Todd, this just shows me Todd was playing, or he was worried about Bill. Bill's not worried about Todd.
No.
You should never be worried about your opponent. You should be worried about the conditions, gun handling, everything. And then when it's over, it's over. You know what I mean? But which is usually what Todd does. But again, this is a different format. He's having to keep Bill's score, so he knows Bill's score, and obviously he's keeping his own score in his head, so he knows he's behind. But that doesn't mean he's done. But anyway, so Todd gets to shoot again,
and now at this point, Bill's out of cadence. And
now Todd needs to shoot again, and he got up, he's back down, he's just putting too much on his plate. But, there he goes. He's getting back on. He's relaxing. I mean, he's top shooter for sure. But I don't think he's playing the game like he's supposed to. It's another 5. Wow. That has to be frustrating.
4 on.
Look, he's looking back going, God dang, I can't hit a V to save my life. So Bill could lose a 4 or hit a 4 right now, and that's going to be, and of course Todd's getting ready to shoot. That's good. See that? He threw another round in there. Look at this. Oh my God. 5 Vs. 5 Vs at 1,000 yards. It doesn't get better than this.
I mean, you talk about just putting an exclamation on that win for Bill.
That was impressive.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
That was Bill. That was awesome. Wow.
Todd, you did great, man. Good job.
Man.
Good shooting.
Nice.
Both of you. Both of you. Good job.
I mean, it's that tight.
Bill, what do you have to say, man?
Thank the Lord. It wasn't me shooting, he was.
Oh my God, your first ever B2 finale winner, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, tell us fill me in. What went on here? What happened, man?
I'm not sure. A lot of luck. There's no doubt there's some, these guys are the laser shooters. And you've got someone like me who's just figuring it out. So.
Man, you got it figured out for sure. I mean, this weekend you had it just nailed. You suffered a loss. Who did you suffer a loss against?
I lost.
Oh, you lost to Todd.
I lost to Todd.
Your only loss was to Todd, and then you guys met again in the finale.
Yes, it was wonderful to meet this way.
Wow. Well, Todd had been shooting incredible the entire week, but right now it just didn't work out for him. Man, good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Congratulations.
Obviously I've hung around Todd a ton, and he's an incredibly humble guy, but Bill just amazed me with his presence and his humbleness and gratefulness. I mean, he went around, not just Todd, but he went around to everybody. Thanks for this. I appreciate everybody supporting me. I appreciate everybody watching. Just such just an incredible guy.
I met Bill back in 2016 or 2017 in Lodi, and
Yeah.
he was hanging out. I think he still does with Bob Siebold.
Yeah.
And Bob Siebold had kind of took him under his wing, uh, and that's how I met him. He sat with us. He had dinner with us back in either 16 or 17. Very humble guy. The same guy. Like this guy, that's who he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same guy, very quiet, very humble. You kind of had to pry the words out of him, but you know, he was very excited. I remember he was extremely excited. I think he had been shooting for a couple of months or whatever when I met him, and he was shooting at the Nationals, and of course he was taking his beatings, but he was happy to be there. He was enjoying it, and fast forward 4 or 5 years, and now he's V2 champion, first one ever, and this format, it is tough format. I mean, and for him to beat Todd, forget the two that he beat him, right? And the second one, we didn't even talk about the fact that he hit 80% V count. He hit 8 Vs on the second one. And then he goes to the third one and he hits 5 Vs out of 5 shots, no siders, 1,000 yards.
And if I remember right, I think I measured that group, and it was like 3-point-something inches. Like the vertical was 2-point-something inches. The whole group size was 3-point-something inches.
So obviously his gun is dialed. Just not only his gun, his mind. To be able to lay there, no siders, look at the conditions, and plug 5 Vs in a row at 1,000
Especially
yards.
when you're next to a guy like Todd. Like, it's hard to not be intimidated when you're next to somebody like that.
Well, forget Todd. The fact that this is a finale.
Yeah.
That you have shot for 3 days and
against the best in the country.
And one shot could throw it all away. I don't think it, obviously Todd is a super tough competitor, but anybody in the 32 could have been there, right? Because that's the whole point of the finale, right? We invite the top 32 in the nation. But the fact that you're laying there, you just shot 3 days to get here, and now you're in the shoot off. The pressure that one bad shot could end it all for you.
Because nothing you've done the rest of the weekend matters.
Exactly. It could all go away with a 4.
Yeah.
Which is missing. Forget the V ring. A 4 is missing a 1 MOA target at 1,000 yards. In this V2 finale, if you had missed a 5 or a 1 MOA, which is a 10-inch target at 1,000 yards, if you missed it just once, you're gone. No siders. And Bill did even better. He never even left a half MOA target, which is the V ring, which is 5 inches at 1,000 yards. Incredible.
It was insane. It was insane.
From now on, shooting 5 Vs in the finale is from this moment, is known as getting Kolodziej.
You're getting Kolodziej.
Todd got Kolodziej. That from now on, you shoot 5 Vs, that is known as a Kolodziej.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It is incredible. Most people may not realize how tough it is. Go find something that's 5 inches, 1,000 yards. Bill hit this thing 5 times in a row, no siders, nothing, just boom, boom, boom. And not only did he hit this, he didn't even use it all. He only used about half of it up here. He only used like this half. Incredible. Well, that concludes the first ever V2 finale. Bill Kolodziej wins. He takes home $4,000. He takes home a reloader's package from Vitovori, which included 1,500 burger bullets, 1,000 pieces of brass, brass,
24 pounds of Vitovori powder.
24 pounds of Vitovori powder. He took that home, and of course he took home $4,000 cash. And the trophy he took a plaque home, unique custom-made plaque. Never be another one like it.
And the memories. I mean, like, to be the first guy that does it. So let me ask you a question. You've attended countless nationals, world events, stuff like that. Like, as a competitor who's been at those events, how does winning something like this, which is a novel 32 person invite event compare in your mind to going to a Worlds or a Nationals?
This is huge. Let me tell you why. The fact that you know immediately whether you won. So, for example, the last World Championship, I went into the World Championship 19th place, right? I shot all day and I thought I shot great, but I had no idea. I had no idea how I did. We finished shooting about 2 or 3 p.m. We had to rush to the hotel to take a shower and everything, get dressed because we had to go to the ceremony, right? And I come out of the shower and I keep checking my email for updates on the scores, on the final scores, right? I finally get my final scores and I realized I ended up 5th at the World Championship. But I found out like 3 hours later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there was nobody around. There was, my daughter was there, and I remember I told I got 5th, and her and I were jumping up and down in the hotel room. I remember that, but there was nobody else there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you are the world champion, same thing, right? You find out in the hotel, you're probably at dinner or wherever, and that's where you find out. Whereas in the V2 finale, it's right there. You know you're shooting for first. So that just adds to the pressure. So in the World Championship, when I was shooting my last string, I had no idea where I was. I just knew I was 19th at the beginning of the day. I shot all day, but there was 400 people shooting, right? So I had no idea where everybody was in the whole mix, right? I thought I shot pretty good, but I thought, you know how it is when you shoot well, you assume everybody else is shooting well.
Right. Yeah.
Where here, you know how they're shooting. Your opponent is right there next to you, which adds tremendously to the pressure. Had I known going into my last string of the day at the World Championship that, or even the last 5 shots, that, hey, if you don't screw up, you're 5th in the world, that would have just added tremendous amounts of pressure. But you just kind of shoot your string and that's it, right? We're here. So to answer your question, I think this is huge. I don't want to compare it to the World Championship in F class just because of what it means to be a world champion. But as far as the pressure and the fact that it's immediate, you know when you won, everybody's there, they're clapping for you, and it's just you have an audience there, and it's as far as weight goes, I think it's pretty heavy. It weighs on you pretty heavy. Look at Todd. I mean, Todd, 2nd or 3rd at nationals, no problem. You know what I mean? It's just top shooter all around. But then when he's there next to Bill, he keeps keeping Bill's score, and he's trying to concede when he really still has an out, and you know he just got, you know, he wasn't the Todd that you and I know, you know.
Yeah.
Which
for 2 minutes he's not that Todd, and that makes the difference. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, so anyway, so yeah, it's pretty a lot of pressure to win this match for sure.
And so the one thing I know it's hard because we've had a lot of comments over all these videos, and like when we say something like, Todd wasn't himself, or somebody's doing this or somebody do that, like it's so hard to convey how good everybody was shooting. I mean, like,
oh yeah,
we're trying to find things that didn't exist in the moment, right?
Well, Todd just shot 25. Well, he didn't shoot the last, but he shot, let's just say, 25 shots clean at 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
How many people have shot 25 shots clean? It's very few in the world that can do that.
Yeah.
And of course, the other one was Bill.
Yeah.
with more V's.
It's mind-boggling. It's I sit here, we make these videos, we talk about the nuances, and it's easy to critique it afterwards. But really that's all it comes down to. It's the nuances over these videos. It's the littlest things. It's the body positions. It's being out of your mental game for 2 seconds. It's missing the wrong flag. I mean,
it comes down to literally being off on your windage by 1 or 2 clicks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like Todd was following Bill over the target, but he just kept being, a little lower, a little left, a little higher, you know what I mean? And just where Bill was hitting V's and Todd was hitting 5s. I think Todd obviously shot incredible.
Oh,
I don't want to take that away from him, but it just seemed like he wasn't himself, just super rock solid, super in the moment, in the game, where he just kept, he just conceded those 2 shots where he could have just took those shots, and they're free shots. Take them, see if you can learn something.
Yeah.
But again,
and again, to your point, his 25 shots, like the way he was shooting, it could have won any nationals or Southwest Nationals or regional. Like that shooting was amazing. But again, when it's 1-on-1, it's a different game.
oh yeah, and I mean, you and I are much better shooter than any of these guys. We just can't prove it on target.
You said it, not me.
We just can't prove it on target.
Hey, look, watching
I'm
this
joking,
video, I had
obviously.
every win call perfect.
Hey, perfect. I didn't miss a single one. So anyway, obviously we're just commentators, guys. If we were as good as they are, we'd be the one shooting.
Todd would be commenting on us.
Yeah. So, again, take everything we said with a grain of salt. These guys
Yeah.
are just tremendous shooters,
Oh,
amazing winners, and Bill just such a gracious winner. It's amazing. So
it was incredible. I mean, just you could tell. I mean, tearing up, just like I don't think I don't know. It's so hard to explain what it was like to be there, and obviously we have a passion for our sport, but you could tell this just meant everything to Bill. There was no ego, there was no I'm better than all of you. It was just gratefulness, just pure gratefulness.
What he said there at the end, he's like to be shooting against all these, what do you say, laser shooters or something like that?
Yeah.
And he goes, and me, somebody just trying to figure it out. He obviously tremendous respect for Todd, right? I mean, and so do I. I mean, Todd is just one of the best shooters I've ever met. Yeah. But yeah, it just wasn't his time, and that's just how it is. So Todd, obviously, or not Todd, but Bill, like I said earlier, he when I met him, Bob Siebold was kind of helping him out, which Bob Siebold is the head coach for the U.S. rifle team. Yeah. And then lately, Dwayne Dragoo's been helping him. I mean, so he's got some really good guys. And I'm going to say this, and I always say this when I'm teaching, find a mentor. Find somebody that's been there, done that, and that is going to help you more than anything. You can read articles online all day long, but a mentor can teach you in, one match can teach you more than you could learn in a year on your own.
Let me tell you, there's 2 parts to that, though, Eric. Find a mentor and be open to change. Because if you find the right mentor, they're going to push you, and they're going to push you in ways that you don't like. And you have to be willing to change. I'm a perfect example because I am stubborn as all get out. And you've seen firsthand trying to help. And you've had to smack me in the head and say, shut up. Listen to what I'm saying. And then when you really listen to those mentors, I've had Bob help me, and I've had Jay and Ty. I've been around, and I've been fortunate to be around some of those people. But a mentor is nothing if you're not willing to accept what they're telling you. So there's 2 ends to that coin.
Oh, well, of course. All right. Well, again, that concludes the V2 finale. If you enjoyed these videos, obviously, you know what to do. But more importantly, you're going to want to be there next year. So go get you some points. If your local club doesn't hold V2 qualified matches, which is 85 rounds for score, minimum.
You just need 5 shooters.
Minimum 5 shooters. And, in each class, open and TR, right?
Yeah.
Or whichever class you're in, But anyway, the point is, you can go to our website. It's in the description below, and you can read all the rules. But go get you some points, because this is what it's like. It is a lot of fun, and you get a lot of great prizes. And like I said, these guys walk home with $4,000. Bill $4,000 cash. Tons of reloading supplies. Todd got $2,000. Second prize got $2,000. Got a scope.
Golden Eagle scope.
Scope from Vortex. Our 2 main, our 2 sponsors, Vitavori and Vortex. Man, they put up.
I mean, let me just say this about our sponsors. So, we were very fortunate to have Vortex, and then Capstone, which is Vitavori, Burger, Lapua.
So Vitavori, so the 2 main sponsors, Vitavori
and Vortex.
That's where we get the V2, V squared.
V2. But these sponsors were so generous that literally 24 of the 32 shooters in each division walked away with prizes at or above their entry fee.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. Like, what match do you go to where, 75% of the field gets their entry fee or better back?
Yeah, and the people that were eliminated, I mean, I got eliminated on day one because I had to commentate. I don't know why John got eliminated.
I just sucked.
But anyway, unless you got eliminated on day one,
yeah,
which is very possible. Really good shooters got eliminated on day one. But if you can make it past day one, you're already in the money.
Yeah.
And even those people that got eliminated day one, they said they had a lot of fun. It was the most fun they've ever had shooting, even though they got eliminated because the format. But anyway, we keep talking and we need to end it. So again, go get some points. We'll see you there next. We will see you there next year. And until then, keep them centered. And that's F Class John. He's got a YouTube channel. If you want to go check him out, he has a lot of useful stuff. So
have a good one.
Till then, see ya.